Pokemon Philosopher, Chapter 4, Part 1. Now we're starting with the evil team route. Or are they an evil team? Or could they be secretly good or neutral? Can't really know with evil teams, at least in the main continuity, because they slowly got lamer and lamer over time. And I have no idea what they did with them in Gen 9, but, I've said that 8 billion times. Maybe they're evil again, I don't know. After Team Yellow and Team Skull, it's kind of hard to rebound, but not impossible. I mean, for sake to keep bringing Team Rocket back, no matter how much we're all sick of them. Yeah. Anyway, Punisher. Team Prophecy. Dunsel Woods. Or Dunkel Woods.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Team Prophecy arc. During this storyline, we'll be focusing entirely on the activities of Team Prophecy.
Probably won't take too long.
The main biomes of the region. We'll be mostly ignoring the towns and cities, as well as the gym leaders.
Unless they're relevant.
Other arcs in order to learn about them.
The other two that are done already.
What exactly are these biomes? Well, the entire region is open world. However, there are 3 sections of the region which are a bit more hardcore. The terrain is a bit harder to navigate, and there are stronger Pokemon you can encounter.
Hard
In this hypothetical game, you have a trainer rank, which would determine the scaling of Pokemon in the wild.
The power scaling
but in these
check
biomes, you have no such luck. This is also where you'll be able to encounter most of the raids in the game. And outside of just making one, raid battles are your only opportunity of capturing a Alcamon in the wild.
Really?
So make sure to keep an eye out. As for this biome in particular, these are the Woods of Dunkel, the biggest and oldest forests in the region.
If you go up to the Pikachu movie, it'll probably be a Torterra.
Put up on the trees to tell people where to go. Those who choose to go off the beaten path has to have at least some way of navigating to safety, unless they risk getting lost or attacked by a wild Pokemon. If you want to go off the beaten trail, make sure you're prepared if you want to make it back in one piece. Some of the landmarks you can visit in this biome are the town of Cogsmith, which we'll cover in another video, a large tower that peaks over the massive trees known as the Lamp, and an abandoned mansion, which was said to be the home of a great scientist.
I can see that whole thing on the left being
Pokemon you can discover in this biome.
Slowly climb up the stairs and then you just hit the slide
here are
down.
the newcomers, including Paling and Deervoyance for the first time. The 2 Pokemon we saw Egon and Team Prophecy use.
Nice.
However, don't think we're stopping there, because this Pokemon hype train is just beginning. Starting things off with one of the many new Pokemon you can find in this part of the region, we have Brewberry, the false berry Pokemon.
Poison.
Yeah, despite looking like a berry and knowing a few grass-type moves, it's not really a grass type. Apparently, scientists have dubbed it too toxic to be one. Using the liquids in its body, Brewberry mixes multiple plants and whatnot together in order to create powerful potions. It will hide in the ground and wait for its victim to drink from its head, only to be poisoned badly. Its potions can produce a powerful scent that will attract pretty much anything. On top of the many poisonous abilities,
so can we just get the evil team to drink this thing and we're done?
Which will inflict a random status condition to whoever makes contact with it. Well, look at thee, it's Fiddledee! Fiddledee is the Pokemon. It spends most of its time playing to its tune with its uniquely shaped nose.
Interesting design, I like it.
It's said to be the main inspiration for the creation of the Pokeflute.
Oh, nice! So if we ever encounter a Snorlax here, we know what Pokemon to bring out.
Pokemon like Pikachu into the woods, where they are never seen again.
Interesting.
Any Pokemon that hears its tune can't help but dance along. On top of all of this, they also have a new ability called Undisturbed, which negates priority attacks. Other than these 2, there are many other Pokemon you can encounter in these woods, but we'll get to them in another arc. In the meantime, let's perk up, because we're almost at Team Prophecy's base.
Unless there's going to be a Chapter 5. Which possibly, at least an epilogue chapter.
From me. Okay then, thanks
and
for
running
coming.
Away.
Right, this is the nearest Team Prophecy base I could find, at least at this current moment. I don't want to cause any conflicts or battles or anything like that. I just want to talk with them, ask them some questions. I'm not really a fan of Pokemon battling anyway, so good thing you
Does Lover even have any Pokemon?
Not to mention nothing
I guess he would mention that he has any.
That's a bonus.
Like even in the anime?
Okay, here comes one of their grunts now.
I don't know.
Evening, my good man. The name's Mr. Smith, and this is my assistant. I was wondering if you could... Who dares intervene on the safe lands of our Lord and Saviors?
Oh god, they're
Have you come
hippies.
to join the Great Prophecy? Yes, that's exactly what we're here to do.
What?
This is
Wrong answer.
What the heck's going on here?
Fair enough.
Follow my lead, okay?
Okay.
Me and my friend are tired of being such slaves to the system. We wouldn't mind a new world where we can flourish. So please enlighten us on this great prophecy. Yeah, nice try. It's gonna take more than that to convince me that you're in.
But you're a low-level grunt. You're supposed to be that stupid.
Have tried to get into our organization. So if you want to become a part of the great prophecy, you're going to have to pass the trial. Ooh, the trial, eh? Okay, I like a good test. Alright, come on. What do we have to do? Do we have to battle you, solve a puzzle? It's pretty simple, my friend. All you have to do is beat
How many
all
figures
three
am I
of the
holding
current
up?
great ones, and
What?
then you'll be given access to the great prophecy.
What?
Beat all three of your bosses? Fair enough.
No, 'cause
then again,
three
I think that'd be
biomes.
easier for him. Sorry, I'm not really that into
Aye.
Pokemon battling. Is there any other way I could join? Perhaps a coupon day?
We're gonna get the Sacred Prophecy, find out
Sorry,
the secret
if you're
scroll,
not good at
open it.
Pokemon
It's
battling,
blank!
then you have no place
Kung
in the
Fu
world
Panda.
of the great prophecy. What the heck is that?
A Pokemon? Wooloo? Yeah, it's a Wooloo.
Oh, great. These things can be found here, too. Get
They're
back! Get back!
everywhere.
Why? What is that thing? What? You don't know? How do you know? That's a Woolert, and it's one of the most
Woolert,
dangerous
sorry, the
Pokemon
regional
there
variant.
is. That thing? Oh, it's just a harmless little sheep. More like heartless little sheep. You have no idea the damage this thing can do.
Seriously,
It's one of the most
especially when it
bad-tempered
evolves.
little rodents you've ever laid eyes upon.
It's
Oh,
Scottish?
he's adorable. What's he gonna do? You're a little sheepy. Ah! He bit me!
I warned you. What the? Oh, is it sheep's clothing?
Oh.
Run!
I'm out of here! Well, tried to warn him. Player, do you think you can give me a hand with this guy?
And by give me a hand, I
Guy
mean do
is
all the
no
work.
joke. Woolert is the sheep's clothing Pokemon, and that little trick it pulled is basically it in a nutshell. It's an ambush predator that has the ability to transform into something called its Frenzy Mode. A powerful transformation with teeth strong enough to instantly crush steel.
Look how much
This
bigger
Pokemon
it is
first
than
appeared
us.
in Science and Magic, so make sure to check that place out if you want
It's
to learn
nice to
more
see him
about
come
it.
back, though.
I think you'll need
well,
to,
not
considering you
really,
have
but
to
you know
fight
what I
this
mean.
thing.
Good to see him again, though, but also not.
Well, that went well. Good work, player. Although, I wasn't expecting to come across a Woolert around here. Didn't know they were
Good to
native
see.
to this region as well. I've
Learn
been to the
something new every
Cryoga
day.
region, where these guys are from. They're a real menace around there.
Yeah,
Most of the Merit population became extinct because of them.
really. Oh no, if they're here now, that
Anyway,
means the
looks
Marites around
like we're
here
gonna
are
have
in
to play the long
danger.
game. Their base is
Then again,
just
they're
over
psychic
there.
types, so they might
If we
be
can sneak in and pretend
okay.
to be on their side, you know, fight their bosses, do their little trial and all that, we might be able to figure out what the heck's going on here and what they have to do with Nicholas. If not, I'm sure Sarah might be able to find something. Alright, come on player, we're gonna have to be quiet around here, so try to keep a low profile. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Team Prophecy Raid. These will be similar to the Team Star raids in Pokemon Scarlet or Violet.
Okay.
Only instead of fighting your way to the boss, you'll have to sneak your way to the boss. Raids in this
Okay.
game are stealth missions. You and Luker will have to sneak past all of the guards in order to get to the boss's tent in the center of the base.
I follow.
If you get spotted, however, you'll have to do Pokemon battle, and to make things more challenging, you're not allowed to use healing items during these raids.
Okay,
If your
that would
Pokemon
make it more
gets
dangerous.
injured
I was about to
or
be like,
knocked
so
out,
we'll just fight them in
you're
order to
going
get more
have to wait
experience,
until
but
the
no,
raid
that's
is over
dangerous.
before you can heal them.
Now,
They'll automatically be healed by Luker once you reach the boss, so don't worry too much about
that's
it.
good.
But all the same, be mindful. All of these bases have different terrain in order to make the sneaking mission a bit more difficult. Here, there's plenty of wide open fields, but a lot of camper vans and
it
tents
is the
that you can
first
hide
place, so we
behind.
gotta be easy on
And
them.
since this is technically the first Team Prophecy raid, you don't have to worry about the difficulty and the number of grunts. There's only a handful here. But hey, mind your step, have some patience, and you'll eventually
Maybe you
reach
find them, there's
the
like,
boss.
you're gonna have like 1, 2 Pokemon, maybe. Then again, you'll be early on in the game, so...
Well, look who we have here.
Lysander called, he thinks your hair looks ridiculous.
On my turf. If you clowns can give me one good reason why I shouldn't pummel your faces into the ground, I won't. My apologies for being so secretive, good sir. I am Mr. Smith, and this is my assistant.
It's so sad what happened to Crasher Wake after he got 3-0'd by Ash.
Me a while ago. Look, see? My associate here is called Player. He would like to join our organization. Oh, is that so? Well, first of all, it's Master, not Sir. I'm one of the Great Ones. And second of all,
hey, we're gonna take
what
one
can you offer to the Great Prophecy? Oh, well, that's simple.
Me?
My friend here is an expert at Pokemon battling. Why, just a few minutes ago, he took down a Woolert. Will a strong trainer like that take the cake for you? I don't eat cake. And this guy doesn't really look like much. If anything, I'd say this Mute-Mouth is a complete wimp. But I have rules to follow, so I'll give him a chance for ya. Besides, a gamer shouldn't be too hard to beat. I hope you're ready, Squirt, because you're facing Terry, Punisher of the Great Ones.
Terry?
I only choose to command
Master
the greatest
Terry.
and strongest of underlings. So let's see if you're capable of being one of them. Prepare to face the prophecy. Team Prophecy!
That's a bit more of a cool chant, I guess, for the team name. Terry the Punisher. Sorry, I can't take that seriously.
One gamer, this'll be easy. Go, Machop!
I wonder if I have an Alchemon or a Numon.
Okay, maybe not. Looks like you do more than sit around and play video games all day.
Well, yeah.
Let's go! Tsujimi!
Probably a fourth wall break here. Ooh, hello.
Looks like we have another new Pokemon on our hands. This is the Pikachu clone of the region. Tsujimi is the Labrat Pokemon. A long time ago, it was said to be the weakest fighting-type Pokemon. But during the region's
Pomo caught it once it's typing
questionable
back.
days, it was experimented by scientists.
Oof.
These experiments gave it a new ability called Enerjack, not to be mistaken for Archie Sonic. This special ability triggers when the Pokemon's physical attack boosts. It even has a signature ability called Nero Charge, which does exactly that and takes priority. And when that happens, well, if you diss this thing for being a Pikachu clone, let's say you're about to regret it.
Enter a world of pain. Oh boy, transforming. Ooh, G-Bus! I can tell.
Tsujimi has an alternate form. Its muscle form is 10 bajillion times stronger.
I can
with attack
tell.
that rivals that of a Machamp. Its bionic strength can shatter through Tyranitar's armor and create earthquakes that can split a continent. If that wasn't enough,
that power
it has
scalers.
another signature move called Neural Punch, where it puts that strength to good use. May seem
You got a lot of power
basically
scalers who think
invincible
it's
now, but it
ridiculous
does
how
have
strong
one
anime
fatal
characters
flaw.
are. Have they read
If
the
its physical attack
Pokedex?
drops, it will revert back to its puny form. So use that to your advantage if you want to beat this thing.
No, it's tiny. Does that mean it doesn't evolve?
Not even Tsujimi could get you. I would have thought that had you.
Not a bad
You got
Pikachu clone.
some skill after all, but you're not done yet. Let's go, Rubion!
Rubion. Oh, jeez.
And the last surprise on our list today is the Alchemon Rubion.
Like
Project
maybe?
Ruby. It's the evolved form of the Rock Eevee that we saw in episode 2. Evolution methods are the same as Flareon.
Interesting.
Theorized being exposed to the Firestone has triggered some sort of crystallization with its rocky parts. Though it does have trouble keeping itself upright due to how heavy the crystals on its body are, they can pack quite a punch.
I like it.
Both
Looks
its
cool.
fists and the battering ram on its head. It has a signature move called Ruby Rocket, where it charges at its victims with a fiery force. This move will leave behind stealth rocks after being used. Ah, what? How did I lose to you?
Ruby Rocket. Freaking My Life as a Teenage Robot reference? Probably a stretch or unintentional.
Well, looks like I owe you an apology, Squirt. It's been a while since someone's put me through the ringer like that. Congratulations.
Do you count as 3 people?
You're in. Oh, really?
That was easy. I thought we had to take down 3 people.
Pardon me, sir, but I thought that he required to battle the other admins before he was allowed to join us. What? Oh yeah, forgot. Stupid rulings. Ah well.
Why did you remind him, Looker? We had the way in right like that. I thought you wanted to get this info quicker. Why are you trying to argue?
Challenge. It'll be an honor to have you as one of my many slaves.
Huh?
And as for you, whatever your name is, listen, we're not admins, we're the Great Ones. Remember that. The Great Ones. Yes, of course. My apology, Great One.
Don't talk about Great Ones to wrestling fans. They're still a little salty about what happened recently.
He'll need to complete his trial. Also, forgive me for asking, oh Great One, but...
Then again, wrestling's a soap opera, so meh.
Did you used to go to Sky University? Because you're wearing one of their school uniforms.
Yeah, you are.
Hey? What are you talking about? I ain't been to no university. That's the 5th time this week. Why are you slaves so concerned about what clothes I wear?
I'm not your slave
They're just
yet.
Clothes. Just get a move on with this bloke's trial already. The sooner this slave passes his trial, the sooner I get to order him about.
I'm not a
That's
slave
an order.
yet. You can't call me that.
You said order twice, but yes, my lord.
I'm not very good with the dictionary.
Well, that was strange. Hadn't seen any organization admin act like him before. Doesn't seem to be that smart, though. He didn't ask too many questions. Guess it's a good thing we went for him first, then. But all the same, we haven't learned anything about this great prophecy that they keep going on about. But he did use an Alchemon, so that does tie him to Professor Nicholas, because only those who have licenses or special permission can wield Alchemon. Not to mention, he also has a Sky University uniform, so maybe he's a student.
We seem confused by that, so
Really
maybe it's just the
many
clothes?
questions, but maybe we can use what we have to try and find a lead. Player, I'm going to go back to Sky University. That's the best place I can think of right now.
Makes sense.
If you want to join me there, then go right ahead. If not, then stay on standby
Guess
until
we'll continue on our way.
We may have to investigate another one of Team Prophecy's
Well, we're
base
going to have to follow you if
operations.
we want to continue this arc, so...
Well, that was some introduction to Team Prophecy, wasn't it?
I'll say.
I wonder if Lucre will be able to find any clues at Sky University. Well, if you want to follow him and find out, we'll have to do that next time, as our journey through Revolu continues.
Which we will do next week, of course. Interesting start to it. So, there's a bunch of... So, I want to make sure I understand this and make sure I get this right. The entire place is open world where the power scaling is relatively the same. Let's just say that everything is about under level 40 generally. And then the biomes where they have the level 40s are over. And a bunch of raid battles we can get Alchemon. And there's only 3 biomes, and now we have to go, and I think I got that right. Now we're trying to join Team Prophecy so that we can get more information on them, and in order to do that, we need to fight 3 leaders, in which case we're going to do these raid battles. These raid things, and do a bunch of stealth stuff, Metal Gear Solid, which is good. And, mix up a little bit, make it an actual punishment to actually have to fight them, because usually it's just like, okay, you go in there and just fight everyone till you win. Now it's like, okay, to actually try to avoid them, which I can go either way on. And now we fought this leader guy, who wants slaves, wants to order us around like we're just a fool, but if only he knew. But hey, we gotta be more careful because apparently there's some sinister stuff going around here. Like that ruler walking around. That's suspicious, of course. And what's it just doing here in the wild? If it is common around here, it must be extremely rare. I don't know, not quite legendary rare, but like, hopefully not Feebas in Gen 3 rare. God, no. Never again, Game Freak. But you know what I mean. But now we've taken out one of the leaders, and now we gotta fight 2 more, and then maybe we can sorry. that we can join this team and get all the information that we need. So, yeah. So, interesting start to it. We're building up the mystery to everything, and, well, we'll see where it goes, really, because not much to just really mostly set up in this part, which the first part usually is, to be fair. And interesting to see where it's going to go, and what the evil team is actually up to, because we don't really have many leads here. They're probably going to try to do something involving a legendary Pokemon, but that's just a guess based off of other evil teams. Mind you, after frickin' Team Flare, they kind of stopped that because Team Skull and Team Yo weren't really interested in these legendaries, so yeah. So, yeah. Well, actually, Team Rocket wasn't interested in legendaries either. Well, I'm sure Giovanni technically with Mewtwo, that's more of the anime than the actual main thing. And yeah, Gen 2 they were more just, it wasn't until Gen 3 that they started actually going after the legendaries, and then they didn't stop until they did. But yeah. So, probably something about the legendaries and do something like remake the world in some hippie fashion, I guess. I don't know. Either way, interesting things in developments. Cool new Pokemon, cool stuff to see. So good work, Code Knight. I'm looking forward to part 2 when I get to it next week. So until next time, later.